Today we're transplanting this monstrosity of a houseplant. I think it's from Bolivia. We're putting it in a better pot. Okay, so as you can see, this plant that I have had for many years is starting to outgrow its pot. You can tell by the leaf damage, it's running into issues of not having enough water and then too much water. Watch them droop a lot in between waterings. It hasn't been transplanted in, God, I don't know, 4 years or so. So it needs a little time for a little love. So I bought this big ass pot. It's a sweet clover honey. It's got a bee on the front. You know, I like bees. That's why we have pinkdandelioninfo.com. So you can buy pink dandelion seeds. Yes, dandelions with fucking pink flowers. So we're gonna start with this one. There's the inside. There's one hole in the bottom. So I'm gonna add some lava rocks. I like to add. It keeps all my shit from falling down the hole without blocking it. Yes, the rocks do give off a few nutrients as they decompose. And then we also take some sponges and we cut them up into chunks. I just bought these sponges at the Dollar Tree. Now let's add a little soil or potting mix, dirt, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I have moisture loss problems. It's real dry in my office, so that evaps a lot of moisture out of the soil. The plants use a lot for photosynthesis, and I only water my plants once a week. All right, so this plant's been here long enough. This plant's been here long enough that it's extremely root bound. So I got a thin screwdriver to just work around the edge of the pot in a few areas. Just to help loosen it up so that it can come out. I don't want to break the pot or anything because this is a great pot and we're going to use this for the next plant actually that I'm going to put in it, which is a jasmine. Where I can feel the roots just bound to the edge of this thing in some of the areas. Boy, this is going to make a mess. They're gonna have some vacuuming to do in here tomorrow. All right. Let's see if I can turn it sideways and get it to loosen up. Oh, hell no. It ain't loose at all. So we're going to lighten the plant a bit. We'll be right back. Oh, here they are. I'm going to go through and I'm going to cut out the damaged leaves, the leaf stems, all that, just so I can get down to the dirt better. Plus I found on this plant, if any of the leaves are damaged, even slightly, eventually they're going to die real quick. A couple weeks to a month. So we'll just get rid of them now. Go back in with the screwdriver again. I mean, I don't want to soak it and just pull it out of mud. That's the least favorite option. You want to keep as much soil with the roots as you can. It's starting to come loose. Part of the problem is this pot bows in. It bows in, all this is full of roots. I'm trying to get it more roots out of a smaller opening. Above the bottom stuck. Let's try the bottom. Let's make the bottom the top and try that. Oh, there we go. See how the pot curves in? That's a terrible pot. Pretty, but terrible. At least for really big plants. See how the root ball even has a pot shape to it. Whew! That's a lot of roots in that plant. I made a hell of a mess for Dick to clean up. Dick is our maintenance guy. He does the cleaning after my projects. Feel sorry for Dick. All right, let's lower that just a little bit. Spread that out. Put the root ball back in the middle and start scooping soil in around it. So using my high-tech special soil cup, I'm making sure I'm adding soil all the way around the root ball. Yeah, it's an empty cottage cheese container. I suppose anything would work, but you know, I already had this and it was free. Reduce, reuse, recycle, right? Yeah, and so I packed the soil down around the edges with the same thing, driving my fingers in a vertical motion to make little holes and pockets to help loosely pack it in. You don't want it tight, but you don't want it just sitting there. It has to be soil after all. It has to hold the roots and hold the plant in place. There's a good amount. Add a drink of water. Once again, the soil has been dried in the bag, so it's kind of hydrophobic. So you want to add a little bit of water, wait 5-10 minutes, and water it again. And do that 2 or 3 times. Then it can go back to its normal watering cycle, which for this plant is once a week. Here's the first batch of water. We'll let that absorb for a few minutes. We'll talk about the tray that's underneath. I put drip trays under all my plants in the office. If you go to your hydroponics store, any plant store sells them, but hydroponic stores usually have them cheap, and they have the clear ones. Those are nice, that way it doesn't clutter up my table. And I put in there just because I will fuck up and overwater it sometimes. You know, because not paying attention or something, just add too much water. Or sometimes just add too much water and walk away because I don't really care. You know, it's a plant, they're pretty easy to grow. I grow hardy plants. Plus they're indoor. You know, if you notice, most indoor leaves, the darker the leaves are, the better they work with lower light and indoorness. I believe this plant's actually native to Bolivia. So, yay, it likes indoor warmth. Which is good because I'm sweating my ass off in here today. All right, there's some water for it. The plant is good. We're going to put this back out there with the other plants. You can watch it grow or slowly die, whichever happens. It'll be next to the 420 chess table. So watch that every time and you'll get to watch the plants grow. All right, puff puff pass, no parking on the grass. I'm out of here.